Now we're going to have a brief review for your final. And as you know that a lot of materials that I taught in class are not covered in the book. So you have to, but you know, the good thing is that the video is on the web. So you can always turn to the web. But here is something that we will be in the test, but not in the book. So first of all, we have the goods in a consumption bundle. Cannot be all inferior. So the result is that we have summation SI E M, sorry. SI, what is SI? Is the share or proportion of income spent on good I. And EMI means the income elasticity of good I. Okay? So basically, this should hold. If this should hold, because the proportion you spend on certain good is always positive or non-zero. Okay? So because of that, it's positive or zero. And here, okay, if you have all the goods inferior, it will be negative. So positive or non-negative times a positive number, non-negative number times a negative number can never be equal to 1. So the goods in a consumption bundle cannot be all inferior. Some of them could be inferior, but not all of them. So this is first part of it. And then the second part is in the textbook. So we have the issues on cash grant and in-kind subsidy. So the example we have Christmas gift giving, right? Christmas gift giving and food stamp. All these issues are part of it. So if you get cash, that is the best, because if you get cash, okay, your budget line can ship out, right? So you can buy more of everything. But if you get food stamp, or sometimes we talk about hotels, right? Some hotels, they have promotion program. You spend 10 nights, you get 1 night free, right? Or in Taiwan, you get 7-Eleven, right? You pay for some goods, you get points. And the points can be used to exchange for goods. 全联, okay, that's the same thing. So airlines, hotels, you name it. Department store, so many companies, businesses, they engage in such kind of program. Supposedly they, reduce your benefits, reduce your utility, but this is going to increase your loyalty, right? So because you want to get 1 free night, you want to get some points to exchange for some goods, right? So this is the analysis we have. And then it is called intertemporal consumption. So you have to decide how much you consume in period 1 and how much to consume in period 2. And then you would have something like this. And here you have income Y1, Y2, right? And this is the point we call endowment, okay? And what is the slope of this budget line? The slope of budget line is negative 1 plus R, okay? We just have a very quick brief review. You wanna work on the book, okay, yourself. And if the interest rate goes up, right? Interest rate goes up, what happened to the budget line? 谢金佑. If interest rate goes up, what happened to the budget line? It becomes steeper or flatter. It becomes this way or this way. And of course, you want to remember we have income effect, right? And substitution effect. These will all be in the test. Okay, income effect, substitution effect. So if interest rate goes up, what happens to this line? Steeper or flatter? The slope is here, right? Excuse me? You can answer in Mandarin. Flatter. Steeper. My blood pressure is flatter now. So, who is the next one? Dongyan. If interest rate goes up, what happened to the budget line? Steeper, okay? Always remember that if something becomes more expensive, horizontal x, right? Horizontal axis, interest rate goes up means the horizontal axis becomes more expensive because you now want to focus on now rather than later, okay? So you will consume more of the, it means horizontal axis, the goods on the horizontal axis becomes more expensive, okay? And always remember, interest rate goes up, you have substitution effect and income effect. And substitution effect is always negative because this is the opportunity cost. But income effect can be different for two persons. One is borrower, right? If interest rate go up, a borrower have to pay more, right? But for a lender, interest rate goes up, he gets more pay. Oh, so you want to figure out what's going on here. The next one is the labor supply. This one is a little bit different, okay? So you have two choices. One is leisure and the other one is consumption, right? And so the slope here is a little bit different, okay? Remember, check your notes, okay? Also is in, this part is in the book. So you have the slope is equal to W over P. Usually we say the wage rate, right? Wage rate is the opportunity cost. But it turns out that how much you make, okay? How much wage rate you get, that is one thing. The other thing is that how much you can use to buy things. So this is called real wage rate, okay? W over P, this is called real wage rate. And remember that when we say income goes up, okay, for this part, X1, X2, right? Or X1 or X1, you know, if income goes up, the budget line shifts out parallelly, right? Because when your income goes up, you can buy more of X and X1 and X2. And here, that's the same thing. If your income goes up, of course, you can consume more in period 1 and period 2. But this is different, right? Because no matter how much more you get, right? You only have 24 hours. So if your income goes up, it will be something like this, okay? So it's not shipped out the whole thing. That's the difference. And you know, when we talk about in-kind subsidy, that's the same thing, right? Because what you get is something that you cannot spend on other goods, okay? So for example, a food stamp, so then this will gonna be food, right? You get food stamp, you can buy more food, but not the others, okay? Not the other goods. And again, the same thing, wage rate goes up, you have substitution effect and income effect. So sometimes when you get more pay out of your work, so usually it means what? It means you get more pay per hour, and so the opportunity cost for you to take 1 hour off is going up, right? So because of that, substitution effect, you're gonna work more, right? But there's income effect, right? For income effect, your work gonna go down, okay? So whether you're gonna work more or work less really depends on substitution effect and income effect. And we say that, you know, when Taiwan, you know, reaches certain level of income, we used to work 6 days and then 5.5 days, and now it's 5 days, right? So income goes up, okay, your wage rate goes up, whether you're going to work more or not depends on the income effect and substitution effect. And we also talk about the labor supply, right? Labor supply, this is labor, okay, this is wage rate. Normally it's going to look like that, right? Sometimes it's going to work this way, right? It means when wage rate goes up, actually you work less, you get more leisure, okay, rather than work. Okay. What else? I mean, there are a lot of related issues. You want to check your notes, okay? And the other one is overtime pay. We discussed this in class. Overtime pay is good, right? Because normally your wage rate is 100% of your wage rate, right? But suppose you work overtime after 8 hours, the 9th and the 10th hour, okay? The 9th and 10th hour are going to be 1.5 wage rate, right? And the 11 hour to 12 hours going to be 2 times wage rate. How does it work? You always have to work 8 hours, right? You always have to work 8 hours to get to overtime, right? And so this kind of overtime pay scheme gets rid of the income effect of wage rate increase and keeps the substitution effect. So, I mean, if you have to work overtime, get more pay, that is good. But somehow, this kind of scheme, really deprives you some more benefits, because if you can spread out all the increase in income to the regular hour, what you get? You get more income, right? But then you lose the incentive to work more. So overtime pay gets rid of the income effect of the increase of wage rate. Okay, what else? Okay, sounds like it's about it. So let us discuss the homework. So you want to check the textbook, work out the exercise, and make sure that you can do that, okay? You can work out the problem sets in the textbook. Okay, question 2. On page 206, right? We already finished question 1. So Pyramid Corporation is currently employing 20 tons of cement, okay? So 20 tons of cement. So cement, let's use C, okay? Cement, 20 tons. And 40 tons of steel, 40 tons. And the production level, 50,000. 50,000. Okay, and what's that? And the cost of cement, is $20. And the cost of steel is equal to $60. Okay? And as the input quantity, so MPC. MPC is equal to 12. And MPS equal to 6. Okay? So, 郑义林, is this firm maximizing profit? Is this firm maximizing profit? Yes or no? And how are you going to judge it? So we have the input used, right? Cement, 20 tons, steel 40 tons, and the production level, and here's the price, and here's the marginal product. Okay, so is the firm doing well? 우동이, is the firm doing well? Excuse me? No, why not? Why not? Zhang Zewei, what's going on here? What should the firm do? Is the firm maximizing profit? No, you have no idea? Suelen, what's going on here? So you have to check. Remember that when we talk about consumer, right? When we talk about consumer, you need to make sure that when the budget line, okay, tangent to the indifference curve, right? So the budget line, it is P, Y, Px, right? That's the slope of the budget line. And the other one is MRS, marginal rate of substitution. That would be MUY, MUX, right? And so in this case, we are talking about producer. So it will be, okay, let it be PS, okay, PS. So PS and then PC, right? And here will be, okay, MPS, MPC, right? Somehow, what is this? Or the other way, we can use the other way, okay? So we rearrange it. If we rearrange it, it is P MUX over PX equal to MUY over PY. What is this? This is the marginal utility of your money. So the marginal utility of your money should be the same. So you per dollar spend on X and per dollar spend on Y, okay, the marginal utility should be the same. Okay, this is the marginal utility of your money. And that will be the same thing. So you need to have, anyway, let's finish this first. So what is PC? PC is 12, right? Sorry, no. PC is 20. Okay, PS, 60. Okay? And what about MPC? MPC is 12. And MPS is 6. Okay? Is this one equal to that one? The answer is no. Or we can switch it. So you have, sorry, MPS divided by PS, and here MPC divided by PC. Okay, so what is this? MPS divided by PS. So that is 1/3, right? MPS divided by 60. And PC, it is 12, okay, divided by 20. So how much is this? So this is 0.3, right? This is 0.3. This is 0.6, okay? So which one is more productive? Cement, okay? So it means that this firm is not maximizing profit. So what should the firm do? Zheng Yiling, what should the firm do? What should the firm do? Use more cement or use more steel? Which one? Zhang Zewei, what should the firm do? Excuse me? Zhang Bozhao, what should the firm do? Use more of what? So MPS divided by PS is only 1/3, right?
Yeah.
And here, MPC divided by PC is 3/5. Okay? So which one is more productive? Cement, right? So the firm should use more cement and less steel. Okay? Okay. Questions? There will be such questions in the textbook. Okay, so the question is pyramid currently minimizing its long-run costs? The answer is no, it's not. If not, what should it do if it wants to produce 50,000 square feet of shopping space at a minimum long-run cost? So in this case, what should the firm do? The firm should use more cement and less steel. And so the question says, explain this and show in a diagram, so please work on your own, okay? Any questions on question 2? Okay, let's get to question 3. Do the following two production functions exhibit increasing, decreasing, or constant returns to scale? Explain. So, question 3. Okay, question 3. So Q is equal to 0.5 KL, and Q is equal to 2L plus 3K. Okay? So what about this one? Increasing, decreasing, or constant return to scale? Which one? Increasing or decreasing? Or constant? Increasing, decreasing, or constant? Which one? You want to make sure, if you want to determine a production function is increasing, decreasing, or constant return to scale, what is that? You have to use this. So X1, we use LK. So F LK is equal to Q. Okay, let us say it's like this. Okay, to determine whether it is an increasing, decreasing, or constant returns to scale, you plug in T. Okay, T, and now you want to determine that whether it's greater than, equal to, or less than TQ. Okay, so is this increasing, decreasing, or constant? So then you have to plug T in, right? So here it is FLK, and that is BG, okay? LK, okay? And you put T in, right? T. So 0.5 times T, K, and TL, right? Okay? And so this is going to be 0.5 times T squared KL. This is TQ, right? You want to compare with TQ. What do you get? You get T squared, right? So which one? So what about this one? This one increasing, decreasing, or constant? 数一种 increasing scale or decreasing scale. So let T be 2, right? Okay, let P be 2. So what you get? So this is 2 T squared times 0K, K and L, right? It equals T squared times Q. Because 0.5 times K times L, right, is exactly equal to Q. So you double, okay, you double labor and double capital. So what do you get? You get 4 times Q So you quadruple. So it is greater than, equal to, or less than. Which one? Greater. So that's increasing return to scale. What about this one? What about this one? Is constant returns to scale increasing or decreasing? This one. So this one is increasing. Remember, last time actually I show you, right? So let us say this is FLK, right? Equals to L to A's power and K to B's power, right? I say if A plus B greater than, equal to, less than 1, right? If A plus B is greater than 1, it's increasing to scale, right? Increasing returns to scale. Equals to 1, constant. Less than 1, decreasing. Okay, so A plus B, A is 1, right? B is also 1. Okay, in this case, it is increasing returns to scale. And what about here? It is 1, and also here is 1. So it is constant return to scale. Okay, now the question is, what is the MRTS? MRTS. For this question, for this production function, what is the MRTS? Definition. Excuse me? Okay, how to give it? So it is MPL over MPK, right? MPK is equal to 3. MPL is equal to 2, okay? So what does that mean? These two inputs are perfectly substituted at the rate of 2 over 3, okay? So we are done with question 3, okay? Any questions? Okay, let's move on to page 207, okay, page 207. Page 207. 陈子帅. Sorry. Dimia. Okay, question 3. It said true or false, when MPL and MPK are positive, isoquants never cross. So, is it true or false? Is true or false? Excuse me? The same thing, right? When we talk about consumer, we say the same, okay, the same indifference curve can never cross. Okay? Remember that? Let me. So we say, if this is X, okay, consumption good X, consumption good Y, right? If you have indifference curve this, and indifference curve that, can it cross? The answer is no, okay? And the same thing applies to isoquants, okay? The same applied to isoquant. Okay, question 4. I did not show that in class, so let me do that, okay? Okay, what is average cost? Let us assume, we only have one input, and this input is labor. Okay, we only have one input, and this input is labor. So, average cost is total cost divided by quantity, right? Total cost divided by quantity. And since we say we only have one input, and it's labor, okay, so what is the total cost? The total cost is W times L, okay, L is labor, and here is Q, okay? Any questions to this point? So this is W, wage rate, right? So wage rate is here, and L over Q here. Okay? Can we make arrangements? Yes, we can. So this